Dressmakers and friends, welcome back again on the channel. Today is another machine maintenance tutorial, and I'm going to be showing you how to service your machine. This is something that you could do periodically. This is important because you know that machine parts are mostly metals, and so definitely you need to grease, you need to oil. So it's really important that you change your machine oil frequently and regularly. This just helps your machine to work properly. Usually, if your machine doesn't have any kind of faults, you should change your machine oil maybe every 6 months. Okay, so you really don't need any technician, but today I'm going to be having my technician come in. So while he's doing the changing of oil, also going to use the opportunity to film. All right, so it does not mean that you cannot do it yourself. It's something that you can totally do yourself. In fact, it's something that I usually do myself, but today the servicing of the machine, we need to change some parts, and that's why I'm just going to quickly use the opportunity to also change the oil when it's around, and I'm also going to film it so that you can see clearly everything that is needed for you to do while you are changing your machine oil. All right, just as you know, you want to change your machine oil, so there's need for you to get like a fresh oil. You also need like a container that you're going to use to actually drain out the oil that was actually in your machine. All right, so the moment your oil begins to change color from the clear color it used to be like metallic color or something that looks yellowish, that means it's time for you to change your machine oil. Another time you need to change your machine oil is when your machine oil is short, is less than the minimum level. There's always a minimum level in your machine. By the time we open the compartment now, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And when the machine comes to a minimum level, it means you need to top up the oil. But when the machine is due, the oil has changed color, which means that the oil can no longer be gliding and sliding all the metallic part the way it should. Then you need to change your oil. Now it's time for you to go to your machine so we could actually do the servicing. All right, so get your flat screwdriver, get your fresh oil, and also get the container which you are going to be using to drain out the old oil. Now the first thing you ought to do is to ensure that your machine is turned off. You can unplug it from the socket. That is even much more safer. And afterwards you lift up the top of your machine just as you see me lift it up, just like this. Ensure that you have this stopper in place because this sort of serves as a support for your machine to just rest on when you lift it up, just as seen. So ensure that that stopper at the back right there is there so that it can support your machine, and afterwards you can just remove this belt that you see by the side, or you can just leave it like this and then you go ahead with your cleaning. So the next thing you want to do is get your flat screwdriver and you want to unscrew this. Okay, but one thing you should know is that while you're unscrewing this, ensure that you have a bucket or a cup underneath to collect the oil that is going to be let out, because once you unscrew that part with your flat screwdriver, you're going to see the oil coming down just like this. So just let out the oil in that container. As you can see it right there, ensure that the oil is completely drained. Just be patient with it, ensure that it's completely drained, and once the oil is now completely drained, you can now remove this oil and then you can now begin the cleaning. You can see that knot is removed, so just keep the knot aside, ensure that it's safe. Okay, now you can go ahead to do your cleaning like this, or you can go ahead to completely remove the top of your machine. Whichever one you are doing is totally fine. Because the technician is around, you will see he had to eventually remove the top, but if I was to do this alone by myself, I would not remove the top. Okay, I'll just go ahead to start cleaning. All you need to do is just get like a scrap fabric or something like that. A scrap fabric and a brush, okay, is what you need, because you will need to dust out all of your hard work. Is all that is inside of this machine. You can see all of the stones, the fabric, the threads, and all of that. So just make sure that you clean out everything. Like all of these are just dirt and they just need to go. So ensure that you have scrap fabric or a towel that you want to dedicate to this and do all of the cleaning. Here's what I was telling you earlier. You can see that he had to lift this up, but if I was going to be doing this alone and all I'm doing is changing the oil, I really don't need to remove this compartment. I'm just going to do all my cleaning right there inside there. Okay, so whether you remove it or not, whatever you see that is being done in this video as regards cleaning is also what you still need to do. So whether you remove it or not, you can still do this cleaning. So get your scrap fabric, your brush, and then begin to clean out all of the stones, all of the thread, all of the links, everything that is inside that is not supposed to be there. You have to clean everything out completely. Once you are done cleaning, you will now go ahead to screw that back. You want to screw that back and ensure that you screw it back in tightly. Okay, so once you screw it back in, ensure that all of this rubber guide, you just sort of secure the oil in. You replace them nicely from wherever it is that you take them out from. You just sort of see how it fits. So if it doesn't fit, it simply means that that is not where you took it out from, as you can see what's happening in this video. So once you are able to push it here and there, it should enter in nicely, because of course that is where you took it out from. So ensure that you return back all of this rubber guide. I don't know if you know what this is. I would like to know in the comments. Please do well to leave a comment so that we all get to learn. If you have watched this video this far, don't forget subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so it reaches more people, and it also helps more people to also clean and maintain their machines as well. All right, so ensure that you return everything back. While you remove this pan, take note of whatever it is that you need to take out, some rubber guide here and there. Everything has to go back to what it was originally. All right, and once you are able to put everything back in nice and tight, your machine would begin to run smoothly. All right, so now the cleaning is quite important. Ensure that everything is clean. Ensure that the nuts, or would I say the screw on the pan, is tightly screwed back. This way your oil is not going to be leaking. Ensure that your oil does not leak out in any form, not even like the tiniest oil should leak out. Once you are done, do well to clean every other part of the machine, around the tension area, every part that you just need to brush that may be having some hanging lint. And once you are done with all of those cleaning, get your fresh oil and pour it back into your pan, and you can see that this oil is fresh. The machine itself is really happy. So ensure that you do not cross this gauge. You can see the high gauge right there. So ensure that you also top up your oil once your oil is less than that low gauge that you see right there. And then once you are done, you can see he has returned back the head of the machine. Return it back if you took it out, and then pushing back that belt. But if you did not take it out, you are good to go. You don't really need to, you just need to bring the head down. And afterwards, turn on your machine, allow it to run for some time. Just allow it to warm up, all right, and then allow it to run. Just make sure you pedal it, let it run for some time, That just helps the oil to circulate in, okay, and then it gets all of the parts greasy. The thing about this industrial sewing machine is that you really don't need to do so much at the top. And once your oil starts circulating, you are going to see like splatter of oil through this transparent window. So once you see that splatter of oil, it means that your oil is now circulating, and then you are good to go with your other cleaning and all of that. The thing about this industrial sewing machine is like there's a circulatory system that just picks the oil from the plates, like the oil bucket, and into the channel and into the compartment up there. So that's just how it works. Okay, if the circulatory system is in good shape, you really don't need to do so much at the top. So once you are done, all you need to do is get your cleaning done, get everywhere tidied. And this oil you can recycle. This is the oil I usually use for the maintenance of my other smaller machine, the blackhead domestic machines and all of that. So this oil is not a waste. You can recycle it, and once it's done, just run it, and then you will see that your machine is back to being happy again. Thank you for watching this video. I know you have found it helpful. Before you go, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave me some sweet comment, and also check out the next video where I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips that you need to know before you go ahead to service your machine by yourself. I'll see you again in this tutorial.